kick it away first. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Florida Gators offense will get the football first. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play, because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first.
Oh, and he ruins the big gainer with a fumble. And the defense got it.
Well, this guy's a backup maybe for a reason, because on his front.
We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth the chance to have another look. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. And the Gators have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Steps away. Trying to escape and get it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. From the 30-yard line on 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all...
Oh, he's got some space. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on 1st down by this offense.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy, because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big-bodied guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. Just drives it between the uprights. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. So the Texas Longhorns offense will go to work for the first time. Last week was a tape they'd rather just put right in the dumpster and forget about it. David, how does a guy bounce back from a game like the one he had last week?
Well, hopefully he burned that tape, because that was not pretty. That was not what they're wanting to do, man. Just turn the football over, not enough productive plays. And so how do you bounce back? How do you get started in this football game? Jesse, make it easy. Get him in a rhythm. Don't make it very complicated. Don't give him a chance to turn it over again. You don't need to put this losing streak to another digit in the column.
Yeah, I agree. I think there's two big things. I think, one, he was just pressing. He was trying to force the big play to happen when there were other completions to be had. So he's just got to do a better job being patient. And I think the guys around him also have to step up as well. They need to run the football. They need to get that controlled passing game going on early to get into a rhythm, as you said, to help this guy get into a good headspace here early and turn the page from what happened the last time.
And the Longhorns to time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Gets the first one of the day off and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. The Gators sending the offense back to work. So they put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. He's going to take off. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. The Gators with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The give from the gun. At the 45 on its way. He found plenty of room and he gets it to the 39-yard line. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
They'll line up for a second down play. Back to pass. Got his man in the middle. He's close to the first down, and they're going to mark him just a little short.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. The Gators are rolling down the field. Motion from the back. They're in the red zone and they'll pass it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This defense knew they had a tall task playing against this Heisman caliber quarterback. And the best way to affect him is with pressure. They were able to hit him on that play and that forced the incompletion.
Let's it fly. Touchdown, Florida. They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Pocket breaking down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Shoots it to the left. He's got it. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing.
They just find ways to find the big fellas. Those big tight ends are huge targets for the quarterbacks. The throws are usually in between the numbers. That makes it pretty easy. Usually sure-handed guys like that just come across the field and make plays.
The Longhorns send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in, looking for space. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Might be calling a hot route. Wide receiver going in motion. Here they're trying to get it to the edge. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Off the RPO, complete. Breaks into the open. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure it to first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Got him downfield. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. And the Gators have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Trying to make magic with his feet. tough, determined run gets it down to the 12. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Looking to fire. Lets it fly. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Gator. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on it.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Got away from trouble and got rid of it. That's reeled in. It's Lacey. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. And the Longhorns will punt this one away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Now on the return. Slips through the line. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. They'll start this drive going to the air. Snagged out of the air. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Last completion got them a first down. Let's see what they do now. Wants to go up top on first down. He's got it. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Working that left side now. And he's brought down after a nice gain. So you think quarterbacks are all about glory. How about taking that shot and getting rid of it just in time?
He did a great job hanging in there, being tough, and more importantly, I think, as a quarterback surveying the field, looking downfield, nothing open, making the right decision.
Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Florida! And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. From the gun, running back on the move. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll try the run. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it'll be hard to stop.
That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. That 3-yard pickup gets it out to the 28. It's 2nd and 7. To throw, it's Clemens. He's taking the shot. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. A strike downfield. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Inside the 40-yard line and out of bounds at the 39.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Gonna look downfield again. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary. You saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
On the move, fighting off the defender. There he goes. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. The Longhorns are facing 3rd and inches. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. The Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Clemens. It's complete to the left. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Well, that completion now sets up a critical 3rd down here in the red zone for this quarterback. His offense, his team, is trailing by a lot. They're going to need him to start making plays consistently, and he's going to have to do it when the defense knows he's about to throw it. And that's exactly the situation right here. 3rd down in the red zone. The quarterback has got to step up on this next play.
That is just a perfect example of not deciding before the snap where you have to go with the ball.
Yeah, because that will get you in trouble. You can tell right away. He wants to get the ball to his primary. He's covered. He comes off of him, does a nice job being patient, taking his time, hitting the drag route, getting the 1st down.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this defense has given up some yards, getting all the way down here to 1st and goal, but great job on 1st and goal. Getting a tackle for a loss and not guaranteeing a pass.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Longhorns!
Man, you just know that offense, they needed that touchdown to try to build some momentum. Hasn't really been going great early in this game, but a nice job being physical at the point of attack and pay it off with the score. And maybe that's just the play they needed to turn this thing around.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking to throw on first down. He's got an open man. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now first down from the 39. To the air on first down. Makes the grab on the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender. They're closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minimum there.
What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Back to pass. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Right on the money. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. The Gators will hustle to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the tight end. Got his man downfield. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for me.
They're looking to pass from the red zone. Got his man on the right. And out of bounds right at the 12-yard line.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try?
And the quarterback is sacked. There are penalty flags down, but this might be doubly bad for the offense. I think the penalty might be on them. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Here comes a third down situation, and the defense has had no answer so far. From the gun, wants to pass. They're working that left side. Touchdown, Gators! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
31, Texas, 7.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? The lone back's got it. Turning it on. Inside the 25, stopped at the 24. Clock will stop to move the chains. That's going to wrap up the first half here. And now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Gators will line up to kick off and start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on fourth downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
Snags it over the middle. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of times. Just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete. And the Longhorns will send out the punt unit.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Running to Green. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
And obviously this offense has had their way, getting the huge lead. And now, when you know it's a running situation later in the ball games, you're still getting pounded. This defense has to step up at some point and be a lot more physical.
D coordinators down the road that have to play this offense, man, they're going to have nightmares because this unit has so much speed, so much skill. At running back, receiver, tight end, the quarterback making good decisions, it is so tough trying to stop them and prevent explosive plays.
He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw? He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. Bringing it back. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Texas!
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
14.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Keeping it on the ground with the running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, second and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's third down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Here comes the Texas offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Working that left side now. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Out of the gun, the running back has it.
Yeah, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Back to pass, it's Clemens. Here's the pressure. Slides away. And he just throws it away on third down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that.
It's a smart decision by the quarterback, but it's a frustrating one also because you're trailing in this game and you know you've got to hit some of these throws to get back in it. But the defense is doing such a good job in coverage. Nobody's open, so you've got to throw that one away. Smart decision, but it's a tough decision to make.
Field goal is good. That'll close the gap to 14.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Didn't get anything done. 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Dumps it off in the flats. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Slings it. Right on target this time. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there. And the Gators have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Just inside the 35, 1st and 10 from the 34. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. Get everybody's heart pumping a little bit, bouncing off that right upright and through. And that lead grows even bigger. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. They'll run it from the gun. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Wants to throw. It's Clemens. Flips it out to the back. Makes his way out to the 20 before he stopped, and that'll bring up a 4th down.
And this is not decision time. This offense, it's green light the rest of the game. Down multiple possessions, got to go for it on fourth down. Probably had that in mind. It's a little shorter fourth down, but this offense has got to stay fast-paced and got to make some explosive plays.
Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't work it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. This offense has it with really good field position. Here's the handoff. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Florida! And the route is on. They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1. Another touchdown for this guy, and he's starting to get in a groove the way Terry Dean did when he set the single-game record with 7 touchdowns.
Another one. I mean, just putting up stats. This guy's finding the end zone, and he can do it all. Just showing it off left and right. When you play in such a physical league like the SEC, but you got a guy like this that can get an extra first down and really keep those chains moving and score big plays and big touchdowns, good luck stopping him.
Give to the back. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10.
A huge gain. Probably would have loved to say this earlier in the game. Probably would have loved to have some of these runs and had a little bit more success running the football earlier. Now, I might think about maybe cranking the tempo and probably, if I'm going to need these runs, I'm going to need to go ahead and score on these runs, or I'm going to need to start chucking the football.
Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. And you just saw it right there. Better play by the team.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. The number one job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap. Try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense...
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Longhorns will punt it away on 4th down. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Makes the catch at the 35. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. The inside handoff.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. The Gators come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to power their way ahead. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on 3rd down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on 3rd.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on 2nd down. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
Great job by the offense there, getting the 1st down on the ground, staying in bounds too. So if you're on defense here, you might want to start thinking about using your timeouts. You've got 3 in your back pocket, but trailing, you've got to start using them.
I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This will be the 7th play of the drive, and they need to convert 3rd and 6. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Running back looking for the end zone to the left. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense. And they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
Let's see what he can do with the return. And the returner will be brought down. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. They'll leave it with the lone back. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. And the Longhorns in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Send the tight end in motion. The give on the option. Smithers into space. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.